Alrighty, this is going to be some very short amount of streaming. Honestly, just doing a little bit before work because I just feel like it. Let's see, where was I? Create colonies, right, of course. Because it is the Scramble for Africa. Wonderful. Right, okay. And I've got some research I need to be doing, like analytic philosophy. Or wait, no, it's not the Scramble for Africa yet. Oh no, I did. It is. I just got machine guns, but I didn't get colonial negotiations. That's right. These are the two little early ones I could get, but I can't get here yet because colonial negotiations has yet to be invented. Okay, wonderful. Well, I'm positioning myself as well as I can to profit. It would have been nice to get up here, but not much to be done about that now. Let's just make sure I don't stop building all the ironclads I can. And, can I build here? Build a frigate even. Fuck it. Let's get myself in better shape. Ugh. Losing money. I'm already in debt. Because I'm building all these ships. Big part of it, I'm sure. Yeesh. Is Persia... Yeah, they've westernized. Okay. Ah, jeez, I need to, save some money somewhere. Like administration. Got my administration up to 100% efficiency. I don't need to be spending a whole bunch more on it now. Just enough to maintain it. Okay. Could really use colonial negotiations right now. I could use more railroads in my fucking country. Glorious day. Yes! Okay. So first of all, creates an Ottoman corridor there. This doesn't border that. Okay. I was hoping that would be like enough on the corner. I won't be able to get any of these because of naval bases, but I can probably move down here pretty easy, so... what I really should be doing is colonial map mode. Go ahead and try for Outer House of Land. At the moment, I'm not particularly interested in worrying about Chad, but I'll come back to it if I don't have the colonial, if I spend all my colonial, or yeah, if I get all the places I can and still don't spend any colonial points. I won't compete in these places very hard. Like, I may pull out if it comes to it. Any of these? No, just more parts of this island. Oh yeah, I have enough colonial points for everything I can reach, I'm pretty sure. It's not a position I'm used to being in. Usually I'm used to colonial points being my limiting factor. God, it would have been nice to get some of these, like get one of these spots or something. Oh well. Yeah, I just need to keep an eye on everything. So that means I actually will have the chops to fight out in a lot of places. To fight out the actual colonial battles, if I end up being competed with. And that's actually lovely. I need to save some money or get more income. Maybe actually a few of the ironclads that haven't started yet cancel, as much as I hate to do it. I mean, that won't save me money right away, but I guess that means I can probably go ahead and create full colonies. And these two. I hate to do that. I'm gonna have to build everything slower for a while. But I think that's what I gotta do to keep my budget balanced for now. Oh, some of these places are actually... their liquor distilleries are doing okay. Invest some money in the railroad. Nope. Yeah, they're competing. As are the Austrians. Interesting. Not surprisingly, the Dutch. They're a secondary power. Okay. I need to start looking for potential allies. You don't have a great power, do you? Wait, who are the... I'm confused. Oh, is it that I have too many great power? Right. I don't really care about being allies with the USA right now. I just took him as a consolation prize. Nice. Got German Empire in my pocket now. Ooh, that is lovely. Sure. Good, I'm starting to build up some of that money back. pay off my debt. Algeria, wonderful. Oh wait, remove from sphere. So if I can hold a lot of these powers... Ooh, Denmark is a secondary power in there. This is going to be a very interesting scramble, actually. I'm not used to that. I'm used to often, quite frequently dominating it. Like, to the extent that I get almost all of Africa. This isn't happening this time. Ooh. Man. No naval base close enough. How did I invested it in the first place then? Is it because I clicked a part that was, but now it's choosing to center it over there? Oop. If I click it there, it works. Ugh, no. I am not going to take infamy over getting a little bit of influence. Or over, you know, not losing it. Oh man, I'm having to compete everywhere to... Come on, that naval base needs to finish. Well, I guess maybe... Oh, well, spending on construction isn't affecting it right now because I've already bought all this stuff for it. It's just building. Okie doke. Well, I mean, I have to be interested in the crisis or I'm going to lose a bunch of prestige. Okay, what's the crisis? UK versus the Russian Empire. I mean, they're pretty... No, they're an okay powerful military. They're a powerful military. Just keep in mind... Okay. I could probably sway it by, protectorates everywhere. Naval base. Oh baby, I got the Sahara. That's such an awesome colony. I should be so proud of myself. And now I'm gonna create them all into actual colonies because I've got a shit ton of colonial points anyway, and that way I can see more easily when it's time to compete in a colony. And honestly, it's such a small number of colonial points anyway to full colony them. Okie doke, that means I can now go here. And there's a lot of places I can now go. Get Volta, Timbuktu, Western Mali. Try to get everything. everything I can. I want all the colonies to be mine. That's what I'm trying to do, get as many as I can. Alrighty. Come on. Is no one gonna compete in the Ivory Coast? 2 Sicilies, oh no. What are you thinking, Germany? I kinda wanna do whatever you wanna do. Let's look at some of the like, UK is kind of a worthless ally. Like, I mean, most of the time. So, right now, I'm inclined to say Russia. I mean, hell. There's a good chance I could take Austria-Hungary. No. I don't know that. They have 11 military tech. I actually... Okay, maybe I could. With some good tactical play. Especially with Russia on my side. The issue is Germany. Ugh. Germany and France are a pretty equal counterbalance. I just don't want to back Russia if Germany's going to go the other way. But maybe me... Because we're allies, so what if I support side? Does that... Troy is discovered. Makes you much more inclined to support Russia too. Great. Means I do need to have my... As the crisis gets hotter, I'm gonna have to potentially mobilize. And also bring troops this way. Be ready to deal with the inevitable, well, not inevitable necessarily, but with the war. Do need to keep a small stack down here in case there's rebels, though. And I know I won't end up at war with Russia on this one because I've backed them. Ooh, colonial stuff to do. Remember, I have to click up here, though. How is this naval base coming along? 73? That's cool. That's okay, then. Because once I have that, I'll have much more naval range, you know? That's important. Can get some of those Asian things, but it might be too late. They might all be... Well, there's some that I could maybe still get. We'll see. Ooh. Yes, I want to invest in my colony. Yes, I want to invest in my colony. Yes, I want to invest here. I think I might actually pull ahead in that colonial race. Go ahead and start raising my military spending. Geez, it's much harder to raise the Ottomans. Keep your budget in line. Could be that Germany just doesn't join. I don't see this going to war, honestly. Ooh, usually France is the one that goes for you have to fight in Volta, you know, for if you want Volta. Interesting that Denmark is. Yeah, I did not think that was actually going to go to war. That's good that it did not. I mean, there's lots of opportunities in a crisis, but ooh. Against Denmark. Do they have any allies? No? Well, sure, I'll make a token joining of your war. I don't think you really need me. Or that I'm even going to be any help. But I'll nominally join your war. I'm not even saying, like, haha, I'm not going to help the AI because I'm a bad ally. I just mean, like, I'm way down here, dude. Nice. Thanks. Ooh, poor Sweden. Rip. Yeah, that was over pretty easy. I would not mind being able to pass some reforms right now. Okay, but my budget is clanking along pretty well, so let's get back to producing more ironclads. Because I might end up being in protracted colonial races here. And I want to be damn sure that I have the capacity to win as many of them as I can. Don't have the money. I don't have all my naval bases all the way up even. As I start investing in some of these to higher degrees, I need to keep an eye on that colonial tension. And decide if it's worth going to war for any of these. Nice, research points. Okay. What I really need... There's some of these low-level monetary texts that will then spark inventions that give me tax efficiency. Nice! Uncontested. Get a naval base too. Protectorate. And become a colony. Protectorate and become a colony. Naval base. Very important. Can't afford the naval base. Okay. Well, I will soon be improving my income quite significantly. I hope, from these colonies. And all the goods and stuff. I don't know. Maybe I won't. The Victoria 2 economy is confusing sometimes. Let's grab it. Oh man, maybe I should have tried to use the war to sink Denmark's fleet in an attempt to pull their colonial points. I could throw my hat into the ring in Eastern Mali. Is it worth it? Like, do they... I mean, I've got so many colonial points that I might as... Oh. That was weird. I'm gonna say I might as well, but whatever. Okay, well... That's all I can colonize, isn't it? For now. That's fine. Invest in a colony. Invest in a colony. Invest in a colony. Oh, nice. Got some gold now. That'll help out. Ooh. Invest in Somalia. Now, a lot of these... just the fact that I've held people up there will be to my advantage, I think. Or at least some of them. Oh, knocked me up. Like, for example, by holding France and Somalia here, I'm going to be able to shore up this line and prevent them coming in. So that will still help. And like by holding Denmark here, similarly I can block them. Sure. Man, Italy just... Things did not go well for the Italians this game. Nice. Right, I'm supposed to do that too. Ha! Invest in Senegal. Ah, jeez. Yes. And I've still got plenty of colonial points left to go, so... Ugh, that's annoying. Is my naval base up here finished? Yes, it has. Let's expand it. But now, theoretically, we can get into here. Already, right. Yeah, not close enough to any of this stuff out here. Great. Administrative efficiency. God, there's so much I need. I need to get caught up on the industry stuff. Well, at least I'll be able to do it pretty quickly. Denmark is one I would definitely go to war with if it came to a crisis. No. We're not friends. You're trying to take my colonies. The ones that rightfully belong to me, you know, all of them. Okie doke. Let's see, some of these should be getting there pretty soon, right? Wonderful. Okay, let's pay salaries a little bit more for my soldiers so I can get more of them. Ugh, I hate, like, partial state colonies using that interface. Invest. There we go. We can create some protectorates. Is there a keyboard shortcut for this? No. That would be really swell if there were. And see, now France can't snake in down there, so... There we go. Now, in terms of possible future wars, let's at least get some forts going. Never know if I'm gonna need them. My finances are in much better shape now. To sphere. Nice. Ooh, I'm losing the race in Micronesia. Why are you jumping me over here? Instead of over to here. Where apparently I can no longer invest in Micronesia anyway? I've done that thing where it's calculating distances weird again. Make up its mind if I'm allowed to invest in a goddamn place or not. Oh, nice. All that talk about, like, oh, it's okay if I just delay France, but psh, whatever, I managed to get them all the way. Wait, why am I not? Ugh, I'm dumb. I'm dumb. There we go. Might not actually hurt me too much, though. There we go. Then why are you not jumping to it? Ugh, Victoria too sometimes. You drive me crazy. Okay. Ooh, I should be still building more ironclads. Nice. So now that we already had machine guns, and now our scientists have discovered that we can give them to our troops. I mean, in effect, is the implication there. Okay. Ooh. A threshing accident. And I could possibly get a reform out of this. Yeah, we gotta help this dude out. He had a problem, so I can get... Let's look at my reforms already, shall we? I have none. None at all. I could give trinket pensions. I could get people more in favor of it. Or I'm just going to raise the militancy and see if I can... Because pensions later on is a useful thing in some respects, but it's not a thing that I want at this stage in the game. When I've been struggling with budgetary issues, I need to get things like education, medicine, and all of that first. Oops. There we go. Yeah, I just need to be getting all these basic industrial things. Okay, my budget is improving. That's great. Over here. Sure. Oh, that's why, because it also has places I can invest in, I guess. I might just need to pull out a freaking Micronesia, man. Nope, it'll let me. That's just so much more trouble than it's worth. Oh, nice. They gave up on Volta. Okay. Am I willing to go to war with Austria-Hungary? Well, who are their allies? Just the UK? It's just a question of... I mean, I'm sure the Germans would back me, but what about the Russians? Like... This could be tricky if I'm not careful. They've got it. Nice, more protectorates. Okay, now I need to start pulling up this huge army that I'm gonna be able to pull. Okay, let's first of all set some rally point, like a rally point somewhere that's not gonna run into huge supply problems. Down here, let's say. Let's start building up an army. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1. Alright, same deal. 1, 2, 3, 4. There, that'll be enough to be some armies that I can combine with mobilization stacks. Alright, and Turkey. Let's get a couple of infantry though. And a couple more from there. But mostly artillery. There we go. Let's go back into getting some military stuff. Freaking Micronesia, will I be able to invest in you? Yes. Ooh. Definitely don't want a crisis against France. If I can help it. UK, maybe. France, though. Oh, it'd be so nice if a crisis triggered elsewhere right now. I could really, really use that. Well, how valuable is Senegal to me? I mean, not. You can have that one, France. Yeah, things are starting to go much better. Moldavia has rebels. They can probably handle them, but hey, I'm right here. Micronesia. But I want a war with... You know, I should have accepted Denmark's. I wouldn't particularly want a crisis war with the Netherlands, because I don't know who Germany would back. I'm not thrilled about a potential one with the UK, depending on who joins whom. Oh, nice. Now this is where I would love to trigger a crisis. You'll do. Okay, you've got it. Never mind. I was coming to help you, though, just so you know. Keep forgetting to do this. Ah. Sorry, guys. There we go. This is good. This is good. Anything here that opens up options? No. Is the naval base even expanding? Yes, it is. Okay, good. Oh, back to Micronesia. I don't think I'm going to get that, but... Ooh, I can create a full state here. Nice. And also for wars against the Austrians, let's fortify up here. And let's expand railroads wherever I can right now. Or at least create solid, you know, basically a big pathway that I can have everything use to get around my empire. Okay. It's not everywhere, but by any means, but it will help. So many things I need. Finally, a reform. Trade unions. They increase social reform desire, and the social reforms are quite good. Losing in freaking Micronesia again. I can't jump to it, so I have to, like, come over here to it. And it was UK pretty much, yep, letting me have it. Do they not have the colonial points to compete with me? Oh, Denmark just gave up. Nice, though. Okay, I did much better in the scramble for Africa than I was expecting. I thought with all these people competing, I wouldn't get as much as I did. More troops. At least some mobilization units. Oh shit. Let's spread you all out. Shit. Rebels. Yeah, I really don't want to do a crisis with them. I don't want the risk that Germany backs them over me. There we go. many freaking rebels, man. Okay, let's see. So you both are not quite good units. But there we go. Don't want all of them. Oh, one more cannon. Right. Makes this into a good battle-ready stack. And kind of go be up there. And wonderful. These guys are done colonizing. That's pretty good. Coming into competition with the UK again for a colony. Okie doke. Ooh. Glad I'm not in there right now. Well, that's pretty much all the colonization, I guess, that I'm going to get. More than likely. That's pretty good, I'll say. The rebels squished a few of my units. We got recruited right on top of the rebs and... Okay, let's not have each of you go in one at a time. Have all of you go in at once. Along with some infantry, ideally. Even if it's just... Ugh, I don't want to withdraw there, but I don't know. I'm worried Germany might stick with frickin' Netherlands. Remind them of how good buddies we are. Okay, this unit needs infantry. Right. No, not a lot, just two. No, just one. There, a complete army. Go to the border. Or near it. These are mobilization stacks, right? Yep. This guy needs one more infantry as well. Quickly becoming a much more considerable military power than I have been. There we go. Ooh, that's expanded. Does that give me any additional options on places to go? No. Don't think it does. Okay. Oh, nice. Let's put a naval base on the Marshall Islands. I don't think it'll finish on time to get me the colonial range to anywhere, but... Okay, let's see. I'm up a bit of militancy in my country. Let's invest in these. Let's expand this factory. I didn't realize I was subsidizing everything. No wonder I was struggling so much economically. But now my factories are starting to do okay. Let's expand everyone who needs it. Oh, none of them are. Okay. Yeah, if you want a machine parts factory, I am all about that. And the railroads and everything, just need lots of it. I'm finally making a bunch of money, so I need start spending it like crazy. There, and I'll at least help create a corridor that way, but really, where I most want it is like the heartland. All the valuable stuff up here. And there's my money. I don't split in half. Take one of your engineers. There we go, a unit fit for service. Sure, why not? I guess they're investing all of their colonial points into that fight with France. I am not going to complain. All I need from you is an engineer. Good. Begin the long march around the area with no supplies. And up to near the Russian border. Might end up taking a little bit of attrition depending on where other units were walking at the time, but that's how it's gonna have to be. It's fine if a few don't have engineers. Expand the hurt guys. Good. In fact, what I'll do is I'll do this and this. Meet up with that Cav wherever he is. There'll be a mobilization stack. Eastern Mali. Well, you basically have to be interested, or we lose prestige. No mods. Sorry, just standard Victoria 2 Heart of Darkness. Alright, let's see. Can I afford to... No, I can't afford to pay my navy too. Those have to stay in port if the war happens. But I don't know what everybody else is looking to do. France, UK. Ooh. That is... So, Russia is getting involved here. God, Russia and France. Ooh, I don't like that. Let's build more militancy, shall we? Germany's in on. If Austria backs the UK, then I'll feel pretty good about backing the UK. Sure. Okay, I think 237 and 254, so it's 278. And then if I throw myself in there, I'm actually a pretty decent power here myself. I think there's a good chance it doesn't even go to war. That being said, I need to be ready for the possibility that it does. So I need to be putting all my troops right on the Russian border. Both Russian borders. Yep, okay. Did not think a war was going to happen there. Good though. That went well. Now that means I can probably go ahead and just annex Sokoto pretty soon. Get their extra... Just clean up that border a little bit, you know. In fact, let's go ahead. Start justifying it. And if the US doesn't like it, they can suck it. Let's get troops. Sure, I don't care. Sure, I don't care. Are you even at war with someone? Yeah, with a lot of people. Interesting, what's the war? British colonial conquest of Alaska. Fascinating. Rip. Someone. Alright, well, anyway, I'm gonna stop playing for now. It's been fun, but I gotta be getting to work. So, thanks for anyone who came and stopped by to watch. And hope you see me the next time.